and fold, turn. Cut, fold, turn, cut, fold, turn. Welcome to my creative carnivore kitchen. I am in Tea Gardens, Australia. Here, my other channel, Aline's Adventures, all about my nomad life. And today, I'm gonna use up one of my emergency foods, actually. I'm really not a fan of canned tuna. I really don't. I mean, I can eat it, but I don't really like it much. But this is perfect for me as an emergency food, and when we travel, or I can't bring any fresh foods and stuff. Sometimes I can bring cooked meat and eggs and stuff into the airplane, but I can't take it out of the airplane, and then we have a layover or something. So yeah, these are great. I very rarely actually need them as emergency, but we always have some canned meat or fish. Canned tuna is the easiest to find because it's really just salt, water, and tuna. And this one, no, it does have salt, yeah. Fish, water, and salt. The meat is a bit harder to find clean canned meat. But so, anyways, mousse or Thon, tuna mousse. Let's use up that one here. Okay, here, easy open. By the way, in some airplanes, you're not allowed to take easy open cans with you because it might be dangerous, or I don't know. So yeah, I don't know, the edges here or this one here, I don't know. So sometimes easy open, not allowed in airplanes, just so you know. So I want to drain it, and I'm going to keep the juice because it's salt, water, fish, totally clean. Sad to throw that away. And maybe I even need a little bit of it. Probably not, we'll see. Yeah, so it depends. So usually I really press hard to get the juice out. I'm still pressing, but not as hard as usual. So I still leave a little bit of juice in there. Actually, no. I'm gonna press all the juice I can out here, and if I need more, I'm gonna add more. So, I mean, some will always stay here. And the tuna, I'm gonna put in here. So I'm gonna use 1 can, and this is a 150 grams, and drained it should be about 110 grams. I actually measured it out, it's 115 grams, yeah, probably 110 grams of tuna and still a little bit of the liquid, the water. So here, tuna, it is salted, but I usually always need more salt, and I'm gonna add unsalted stuff, so I wanna add a little bit of salt. 2 egg yolks. Here is a recipe, many different ways how to separate eggs. 2 egg yolks. And here, a hard-boiled egg. So, 1 hard-boiled egg, 2 egg yolks, 115 grams of canned tuna, a bit of salt. And I want to blend this. So I put the puree in here, and I like this consistency. That is good. So I'm gonna put that away for right now. And so for a real mousse, we want some whipped egg whites, of course. So here are 2 egg whites. You remember I used 2 egg yolks, so here are the 2 egg whites. And to make it easier to whip, maybe you can see it, I put the bowl into the fridge with the egg whites in it until I'm ready to use it. So whipping egg whites is easier when they're cold. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt here, and not just because, I want some salt. Also, it makes whipping it a bit easier again. So not much, just a little bit. Never used this before. Ooh. Ooh. Highest speed, of course. I don't think I ever whipped egg whites that easily. So, egg white test. Good. Totally whipped. That's what you want. And now you wanna fold it under. And folding it under, it's perfect to do with a spatula. So you wanna get some and basically cut. First, you kind of want to cut. So just like cut it under, and then like cut and fold, cut and fold, cut and fold. You see, I turn this. And I always go into the same direction. I think it doesn't really matter here, but I think when you make macaron, it actually matters. You should only go in one direction. Then you get some more. And don't let this, don't whip it and just let it stand around. It will get unwhipped again. So basically, yeah, it will, some of the egg white will liquefy again. So you always want to whip the egg whites right before you use them. You can whip them and put them in the fridge so they're holding up a little bit longer, but the best is always whip them right before you use it. So, cut and fold, turn. Cut and fold, turn. Cut, fold, turn. Cut, fold, turn. Well, I kind of do it at the same time, the turning. You don't want to overdo this because then it gets flat again. You see, now it gets really airy. Mousse. This is a mousse. Without egg white, it's not a mousse, I would say. I don't know for sure how it's defined, but like this, you see how airy, oh, that's gonna be so delicious. And it's okay if it's not like totally perfect. I rather have it not perfect, so you still have a little bit of white patches, than overdoing it and then it goes flat again. I'm so mad. Well, now I'm done. Look how beautiful, but I forgot. I have fish sauce. I wanted to add fish sauce a little bit into the tuna puree before I pureed it with the egg, some fish sauce. But well, what's done is done. I'm sure not gonna, well, ooh, I could actually put some drops over it. Maybe I should take some pictures first before I'm gonna destroy everything. Let's do that. Okay, backup pictures are done. So let's see if I can just, just some drops. Yeah, not bad, if you want. And I also wanna put, look, I still have some, look at that one. Some molten sea salt. Unfortunately, I don't have any black salt. That would look cool. Still, some of those nice plates here, or how do you want to call them? Mousse au thon. And this is what you can make out of a can of tuna. And it is, look, so airy. Aguta. Oh my gosh. It's delicious. You know what I just made? I think I just made vitello tonato, but without the meat, of course. Yeah, I just realized that. Pretty sure I just made vitello tonato. That's a famous Italian dish. You have, I think it's calf meat, thinly sliced. So I think it's boiled or something. And then you have this on top, a tuna sauce. It's more a sauce, I think, on top, not a mousse. I have to look it up how it's made because, well, yeah, of course, tuna is tuna, it tastes like it. It is so airy. It's really, I hope you can see it. It's a mousse. It's so, like it melts in your mouth. It's delicious. And I'm actually gonna save the rest for, some meat, and I wanna put it on meat, scoop it up with some meat. Gonna be delicious. Vitello tonato, of course, I looked it up. I did remember it vaguely from Switzerland. Well, of course, it's an Italian dish, Piemontese, and it's veal, calf veal, thinly sliced veal, boiled, and then the sauce is canned tuna, mayonnaise, anchovies, and capers. I'm pretty sure there are different ways to make the sauce, so of course, it's very, very close to my mousse au thon here. And hey, the fish sauce, anchovies, salt. So I even get some anchovies in here when I put the fish sauce on it, or if I use it at the beginning. So yeah, of course it reminded me totally of that. But this is a mousse. So the other one is a sauce. So the vitello tonato is a sauce. So the tonato is the sauce, and it's mixed with mayonnaise, as I mentioned. This with whipped egg whites is a mousse. This is so much more airy. You know what? Hey, vitello tonato, why haven't I done that yet? Super carnivore, like 98% carnivore. I need to do that. And maybe I should put actually this mousse on top, because that's more delicious than the sauce, I feel. Ooh, yeah, now I know what to do. A can of tuna doesn't have to be boring. Thanks for watching this episode. Many more recipes, Creative Carnivore Kitchen. all about my nomad life currently in Australia, soon in Vietnam. Aline's adventures. Stay happy, stay healthy. Servus!